About a week ago on June 13th, Atlus randomly dropped Persona 4 on Steam. If you were watching me stream the PC gaming show last week, you probably saw how hyped we all were.
Hey guys.
What?
Guys, it's out already.
No, shut up, it's not.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
it is. It's on Steam right now. I'm looking at the store page.
No, shut up, hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
No way,
Holy
no
shit.
way.
Yeah, look. Go to Steam right now.
Dude, holy shit.
Yeah, it's right there, dude. Holy shit, it's right there. Oh, deluxe edition? What's in the deluxe edition? Tell me, please.
Holy shit.
A digital art book, a soundtrack. Oh, $20? Dude, fuck yeah. So, add to cart. Purchase for myself.
Oh shit.
Presentation has started before the presentation's begun.
So, yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's fucking amazing.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
Are you fucking serious right now? I'm buying this right now. I don't care. Yeah, that's
Here it
all right.
is.
That's the stream. It's been
real.
it's been
You know,
fucking
yeah.
real.
That was a
fucking,
good stream, you know?
fucking real.
It was just disbelief. We were baffled. Prior to the official announcement, there were some rumors going around from somewhat reliable sources, and they were all pretty much saying the same thing, that Atlus would port Persona 4 to Steam, and around that time they actually opened a Steam page as well. But being the skeptic I was, I was skeptical. The whole time I just couldn't believe it for a second. Like, even though they opened the Steam page, even though they're, they said they're going to be at the PC gaming show, I'm like, all right, it's probably just going to be some stupid announcement, maybe Catherine full body, or, because only Classic is on PC. I'm assuming they're going to bring that later. But I'm just reading the leaks, I'm reading the articles, and I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. Because I just can't believe it. Like, after months, years asking, well, I don't know how long people have been asking for it, but it's been a while, and they've been sending fucking surveys out all the time and asking people, hey, you want Persona ported to PC or Switch or other consoles? And we'd say yes, and they would just not say anything for a long ass time. So we don't know if the message went through. And then Persona Break Free Persona was fucking trending on Twitter for a while. I just couldn't believe it. They even said that they would bring Persona 3 later, and I was like, yeah, okay. Sure. I just didn't want to believe it because I did not want to be disappointed again, because like I said, people have been asking for this for a long ass time. I figured this was too good to be true, but then it fucking happened. It happened. It literally happened, and it's gorgeous. I've been playing it so much right now. The game looks incredible at 4K. The frame rate's uncapped. They put the Japanese voiceovers on there. A few more changes here and there, but it's pretty much just a straight up port from the Vita version. And it's a solid port. I mean, some people are getting stuttering in cutscenes, but maybe that has to do with certain types of hardware, because I haven't experienced a single bit of that. It's been pretty flawless for me. And the most fun fact is that Atlus of Japan, the people who were adamant and are in charge of where these games go, what development starts, they call the shots. Atlus USA kind of, they had their community manager going like, hey, if you want Persona, please, keep asking, keep, letting us know. But it's Atlus of Japan that takes care of porting and shit like that. They actually made the PC port. So it looks like they're opening their eyes to the market, and they wanted to test it out, so they dropped Persona 4 down there on Steam, just test the waters and see if there's a market for it. Like, they're obviously interested in porting mainline Persona, especially after what happened when they ported Persona 4 to PC. So basically, the fact that Atlus of Japan took charge of this port means they are definitely interested in porting the rest of the series, or at least the most popular titles. I'd love to see Persona 3, 2. I'd love to see some of the Shin Megami Tensei games come, like Nocturne, or some of those games I really want to try that I could probably only play through an emulator, if I'm being honest. I mean, I'm not gonna go out and find myself a PS1 or PS2 or whatever. But yeah, they just threw Persona 4 to test the waters, and I believe they got the answer they were looking for. Because in just a few short hours after the game popped up on Steam, it smashed records, bro. It smashed several records. It became the best seller on Steam and was, and I'm pretty sure still is, the most concurrently played JRPG on Steam right now, excluding MMOs. But that tells you something, dude. People wanted this game on PC. Like, it's sold like hotcakes, man. I think even Atlus was surprised because they made a post about it right afterward. This port was literally just free money for Atlus, like, and they got the message loud and clear. So expect more Persona on PC, expect Persona 3, expect Persona 5, at least vanilla. I'm not sure about Royal, but at least vanilla. I would even be mad about that, because that's still a, and if they do that, like, vanilla for 20 bucks, it's over. That's so much value for like 100+ hour JRPG that even though it's not Royal, it's still an amazing game. Yeah, expect all mainline Persona. We'll probably get Catherine full body eventually. I mean, we'll probably get most of the Shin Megami Tensei. They're just gonna archive all their games on Steam. That's the best way to do it. Like, just archive your games on Steam. Open a Steam page and just put all your games that are not available to purchase anymore. Like, it's just, what's the point in not keeping your games alive in some way or shape or form? There's no purpose or reason to keep it locked to a console. You know, it's free money and people can play it whenever they want. They'll have access to a game that will never die because it's on PC. It's generationless. You know, we can just keep updating the hardware of it and we don't gotta worry about nothing. And I'm sure everyone is happy to see this game on PC. It's a 12-year-old game, 8 years if you go by the Vita standard, but 12 years if you go by Persona 4, the vanilla on PS2. It's been over 12 years. This game deserves all the love and attention and praise, because I'm playing through it right now and it's fucking amazing. It deserves so much love. It deserves just everything. Like, it's awesome. It's a great game, so I'm sure nobody's pissed about this. No one is saying anything like negative or trying to downplay this, and everyone is just celebrating that a great game made it from the death of a fucking Vita and from being locked to platforms that are irrelevant, and that it's gonna be continuously supported for years to come. I'm sure no one is upset about this in any way, shape, or form. Dude, like, I'll never understand this, right? I get you guys like having exclusive, you like having shit to brag about, first of all, I don't even get that, but just for the sake of what I'm about to say, I get it, okay? You know, you're spending all this time and energy and you're tweeting out tweets, like making fun of people for celebrating a 12-year-old, 8-year-old, whatever game, coming to PC so they can play it for 100 hours and have fun. You're making fun of people. But in my opinion, I think we should make fun of you for being mad about it. So let's do just that. It got to the point where even certain clowns, you know who you are, and I'm not gonna say any fucking names because you guys don't deserve any clout. Even if my channel's really small, 1,000 something, I don't want a single person even knowing who you are to look you up. You're just an embarrassment to anything that has to do with gaming. Anything gaming related, I'm embarrassed to share the same space with you. It's so strange. Like, I'm watching grown-ass adults see a port of a 12-year-old game go to PC, and then they decide, you know what would be a great use of my time? Making another Twitter account. Making another Twitter account just so I can spoil the story of games that get ported. You know who you are. You guys know who I'm talking about. But I'm not gonna say your fucking name. Because you don't deserve any clout, you don't deserve any attention from anybody. You're a fucking loser. And it's not just you who I'm talking about, and it's not You guys know who I'm talking about, but it's not just that person, other people were doing it too. And even on Atlas's post when they were thanking everybody for showing them support of this game on Steam, people were still spoiling major parts of the story. Or, who the killer was. It's censored because obviously they spoiled. Blah 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 is the blah 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 behind the slaughter. They're hiding comments saying blah is the killer. Blah 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 is the killer. If it's true that you guys keep saying, oh, we're not mad, we don't give a shit, it's a 12-year-old game. If you don't give a fuck, if you don't care, then why do you care enough to spoil the story for people who are probably playing it for the first time? Yeah, the game's been out for 12 years, but The Last of Us 1 has been out for 7. Should I start spoiling the story for anyone who might have just, hey, I'm gonna buy a PS4 today because I heard they got great games. I'm gonna buy The Last of Us 1 remastered. Are you gonna go to his fucking post and be like, this and this and this happens? No, of course not, because it's your favorite game and it's still exclusive to your favorite plastic. Damn shame. Just look at Persona 4 Golden SMH. Yeah, look at it. Wow, it sucks that it's trending. Wow, it sucks that 6,000 people are talking, or 60,000 people are talking about it. Wow, this is horrible. My life is ruined. The Vita's dead. It's dead. Even Golden couldn't save it. Let it go to PC. Let it free. Leave it alone. If you don't care, stop talking about it. This game doesn't sell at least 10 million copies on Steam with a billion users. All you port beggars are fucking fraud, but I bet this isn't selling more than 2 million. Most dudes are waiting for the torrent. And you know what? It doesn't need to sell 10 million copies because guess what? It's sold enough to show Atlas that we want more. And they are definitely putting more in. They're already talking about putting Persona 3 on there. So your little goalpost doesn't fucking matter here, buddy. I'm sorry. Sorry, I apologize. But it doesn't need to sell 10 million. We at least know it sold at least more than the PS2 version. At least 30,000 copies, but it's got to be well over that. Like that was just the concurrent player. That was just what I was looking at the Steam charts. But doesn't need to sell 10 million because guess what? We're about to get Persona 3. Probably some more Persona games. So, looks like the bar is just, hey, if Atlas makes their money back and then some, that's all that needs to happen. It's an effortless port that probably took pennies to fucking make, and they just made all their money back and more. It doesn't need to sell 10 million copies. You're just setting that goalpost to make yourself feel better. You feel like your ego's been touched a little bit inappropriately. You feel a little bit upset. You feel betrayed. But that's because you made a piece of plastic a part of you, a part of your personality and who you are and your being. So that's why you feel this type of way. You should get some help. Is the game still Let's skip that one. PC gamers got all this energy for old console ports, but none for Black Lives? First of all, that's just way out of touch. That's such a bad take. That's just horrible. Why would you say something like that? And why would you specifically link it to PC gamers? You guys are hyping up ports of old games all the times that are remastered for your consoles. So you can get hyped about that and not care about Black Lives. You act like people aren't capable of caring about two things at the same time. I can care about Black Lives when I'm not fucking talking about video games or caring about video games or playing them. And I cannot give a fuck about that kind of movement because I don't want to involve myself with that 24/7. Okay, who does that? I want to be entertained. I don't want to fucking have that toxic political fucking bullshit in my fucking mind all the time. Are you kidding me? Even you don't do that. You play video games. What is wrong with you? 8 years of waiting and port begging. PC waiting race. I'd say it's worth the wait. I waited this fucking long to play these games, and I waited a long ass time before I decided to get my own fucking Vita to play it. And if I waited one more month, I wouldn't have had to wait. I wasted money on a fucking dead platform for no reason. But so what I'm trying to What do you mean we were waiting? Like, I wasn't sitting around here going like, oh man, I need Persona 4 on PC, so I'm just gonna fucking wait. I'm just gonna wait for this one. I'm playing other shit. I'm playing other consoles. I'm playing other games. What do you mean waiting? What do you mean waiting? Just blows my mind. It blows my fucking mind. You would rather have a game just be dead and locked to a platform that is not being made, it's not being circulated. Sony doesn't make any money off of Vita sales. Atlas doesn't make any money off of the fucking golden sales. I mean, unless you buy it digitally. But even then, I mean, it's less than the Steam version. They're probably making pennies on it. You would rather have that than to have one version that's gonna last forever? Why would you statistically speaking, you probably don't even have a Vita. Because it died. No one bought it. So you most likely don't have a Vita. So you've probably been waiting just as long as us. My point is that PC gaming is so trash that you brag about having 12-year-old games. No one's bragging about having this game. We're celebrating it. We're having fun. We're playing it. We're donating the game. You should have seen it. Everyone in my Discord and on my stream, they were gifting each other the game. I sent out like 5 copies to people. I mean, it was $20. So I mean, why not? I sent some copies to friends, one to my brother. Like, are you kidding me? Last of Us 1 is old. You guys brag about that game all the time. So many other games are years and years old, and you guys have no problem discussing the quality of it, how great it is, how much it holds up. But once it's a game that you fucking use to brag about, that was on only your plastic, gets ported to a fucking computer or to another console, it's old. As if it's not a good game anymore, as if it's not worth playing, as if it's not a big deal, even though it's considered one of the best JRPGs of all time. It's old. You love it you loved it a lot though. You loved it a lot 2 weeks ago. But now it's old. Gotcha. No way Atlas is going to betray Sony by porting mainline to other platforms. They've been exclusive to the PlayStation family for over a decade, and I hope they remain that way. Don't worry about the beggars Atlas West and Atlas Japan. I support you in staying exclusive. And you people who are spoiling Persona 4 Golden are the same people who get mad at anyone spoiling any game in general, but you got mad for people posting spoilers for The Last of Us 2. And no. It's 12-year-old is not an argument. It's an 8-year-old, 12-year-old game is not an argument. That's not an argument, because someone can still not know what is happening in a story, whether the game is a day old or 12 years. You're a fucking douchebag. You're a douchebag. You're a douchebag for spoiling the story. Period. It doesn't matter. The age does not matter at all. Try something else. I know why you're doing it, because that's all you got, but try something else, please. It's not an argument. But what if they do? Then I take all of my Atlas games and merchandise, put them in a big pile in my yard, and burn them. Just goes to show, some gamers out there, it's all about teams. It's all about who's got the best games. It's all about competing with one another. Think about that for a second. This guy is so worried that a game is going to be playable on a computer or any other console than the one that he likes, that he's willing to burn all his games and merchandise from that franchise. Mental illness. Atlas and Sony never had an exclusivity deal with the Persona series. Atlas just coincidentally, for whatever reason they had, decided to only publish games on PlayStation. Plus, they've ported Persona games. Like, I know you're talking about mainline, but spin-offs have been on other consoles. What do you mean? It's not an exclusive series. The spin-offs aren't mainline, but it's still part of the Persona franchise, the Persona series. So why would those spin-offs be on other systems and then not on yours? It's kind of funny because Persona Q, a couple other Persona games aren't on PS4 or any PlayStation fucking console. So where's the loyalty there, huh? What I'm saying is they never had a deal. They just published on PlayStation for whatever reason they had. For whatever reason they had, they did that. But now they see that their series, even though Persona 5 has been doing a lot better than, you know, other mainline Persona titles, they see a lot of fucking potential in porting to PC and porting to other consoles. I think they're starting to see that. And if Atlus in Japan they're the ones that did this port. So they see that there's value in doing these ports. So expect more Persona games to come. And I expect you guys to continue to be salty. That last one though, what a loser. They've been exclusive to the PlayStation family for over a decade, and I hope they remain that. Why? That doesn't affect you. You probably don't even play any of the mainline Persona at all. You're telling me you'd rather Persona 1 be a PS1 exclusive for the rest of its fucking life than to be ported to PC or something else? So it can stay alive, be played by more people, be more accessible to more people? You don't have any shares or stock in Atlus. You're not a shareholder. You're not in these business meetings with these guys. These people don't care about you. It's about the bottom line. They want more money. And if there's more money to be made by porting a game somewhere else, they're gonna do that. They don't give a fuck if you don't want that to happen. And you shouldn't care. You have no stake in these companies. You have no shares. You have no stock. You're not getting paid by these people. It makes zero sense to me, but I'm done. I'm done with that. All of you guys who I gifted it to, thank you so much for all you guys who showed up to the stream. There was like 40 people in that bitch. It was awesome. I know the PC gaming show was kind of boring, you know, besides the Persona announcement. But thank you all for showing up. Everyone who was just sent, I just kept getting, everyone in Discord was just saying, hey, I sent you this game. Hey, I sent you this game. And they're just sending each other the fucking game. I sent a couple people the game. Like, it was just, that was awesome. But no one's going to talk about that. None of these PlayStation fanboys are going to talk about that. It's just, they don't give a fuck. It's about bragging rights. It's not about just playing a game and having fun. It's about being able to brag about something that really doesn't fucking matter. You don't win anything. And it doesn't affect you if someone is playing Persona 4 on PC. Go get a Vita. By all means, go get a fucking Vita and play it the way you think it's meant to be played. Or the only way it should be played. We're gonna be over here playing it at 4K 60. I don't give a shit.